guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the top 5 premium concealers for Asian skin tones, why I like them and why I would recommend them. So if you want to know more, then just keep watching. So the first concealer that I want to talk to you guys about is the Smashbox one. So it's called the Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer. It comes in a range of nice warm golden olivey undertones, which is perfect for Asian skin. The shade that I use is the light medium warm, and I find that it works really well if you feel like your under eyes are a little bit on the dry side. So for me, I usually like to go to this when it's winter, just because my under eyes always tend to get a little bit drier, and I find that it works really well because it's so lightweight and it's so creamy that it just goes on like butter. It's so smooth. I'll just show you the applicator as well. It's one of the other things that I like about this concealer. So it's quite big and wide, but also really thin. So when you pop your brush in, you get enough product to do both under eyes, and a little bit goes a long way, so it doesn't really run out that quick. So the coverage for this concealer, I would say, is more on the light to medium side. It's not completely sheer, but it doesn't really build too much more than a medium, I personally find, which is fine for if you don't have any dark circles and you just want to brighten a little bit or just cover up a little bit of uneven skin tone that you have. Yeah, I really like this because of the colours it comes in. I've been using it on and off for 5 years now, and I would say it is definitely up there with one of my top 5. So the next one that I want to talk to you guys about is the Fenty Beauty Concealer. This is the Pro Filt'r one. I really like this because it's quite full coverage, super full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy. And I feel like I want to say, I don't know what it actually is, but I want to say it's a semi-matte, so it partially dries down. I find that, you know, if I put it on and I blend it out, if I haven't set it down with anything, it kind of sets itself, not all the way, but it does set itself more than any other concealer that I use. And I love the colour range in this. So obviously when she came out with the foundations, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, they oxidize, blah, blah, blah. It's so hard to find your perfect shade. So I was quite skeptical before I tried the concealer. But after trying it, I really like this. And she has so many shades. So I've gone for the shade 260 because I like my concealer to be brightening. It's the one that I'm wearing today, and I feel like it lasts really well. It gives me all the coverage that I need. I don't need to use a colour corrector underneath, and yeah, I really like this one. Yeah, so if you like your concealer to be a bit more natural, obviously you can go for a few shades darker, but the one that I use is the 260 because I like it nice and bright under my eyes. And yeah, I feel like for how much it is, it's definitely worth it. What I'll do for you guys is I'll list the prices of all these concealers below if you did want to purchase them or even just look into them. They are premium, but they are quite affordable as well. And yeah, so we'll move on now to the next one. So another one of my favorite concealers at the moment for Asian skin tone, obviously you guys will recognize this, is the Stay Naked one. I've been wearing this a lot recently. Yeah, I used the shade 60NN. I decided to go for a matching shade to my foundation in this concealer just so I can use it for every day, not really brightening, just concealing. And yeah, I am loving this concealer. I find that the colour range in their new Stay Naked range is so nice. They have so many, oh my god, they have so many different undertones. Like they even have blue and green undertones. I don't really know what those are, but they have so many yellow, golden, neutral, peach, every undertone you can think of. So you can definitely find your perfect one. The coverage on this, again, I would say is like a medium coverage. You can build it to a full as well, and it glides on really nice. And I find that it stays the whole day without creasing when I set it with a little bit of powder. So with the Stay Naked concealer, the other thing that I really love is, again, the applicator. It's an angled applicator, which you don't really get in a lot of concealers. It's literally perfect for concealing anywhere, whether you're going for a brightening concealer or just a concealer. You can use it under your eyes. It just hugs the face because of the shape of it, and it's really unique actually. So it makes the application really nice and easy, which is is one of the other reasons why I love this one. So the next concealer that I want to talk to you guys about is the Tarte Shape Tape. I know it's a little bit difficult to get a hold of in the UK because it's only really available in Sephora, but if you can get your hands on it, it is amazing. I used the shade 37G Medium Tan Golden, which was my summer shade, but it doesn't really work for me at the moment, so I need to go and find a new shade that I can use currently, but in the summer this is my shade. Again, this concealer has been around for a very long time. It's a very full coverage concealer. A little bit goes a long way, like seriously, the tiniest dot can cover almost half your face, which is why you'll never run out of this concealer. Again, the applicator is huge, so I mean, it's really big, the applicator, as you can see. So I love this concealer because it was reformulated not too long ago, and they've brought out a whole range of shades, especially catering to Asian skin tone. There's so many medium shades in warm, golden, olivey undertones. Yeah, so I really like how it sits on the skin. It gives you like an airbrush finish. As soon as you put it on and you blend it out, your skin just looks airbrushed, which is what I really love about this. So with this concealer, I'll say it's definitely a full coverage. If you are not a full coverage type of person, this is not the one for you, because it is super full coverage. So much so you could probably even use it as a foundation, really. Okay, so the final concealer that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is the Nars Radiant Creamy. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it, or if you haven't, I'm sure you've seen your makeup artists use it. It's definitely one of my top 5. A long time ago when I tried this out, maybe like 4 years ago, I found that it didn't really work on me. I thought it was quite cloggy and quite heavy, but as of recent, I've really been loving it. Over the past couple of years, I got back into it, and it's definitely up there in my top 5. The shade that I use is medium to ginger. It's bright enough without being too brightening on me, and I find that it gives me quite a medium coverage. Okay, I can build it to a full as well, and it's really nice and creamy. It does come with a wand which looks a little bit like this, just like your standard concealer wand, but I actually find that it applies best with your fingers. So I either take it on the back of my hand, warm it up and press it on, or I just swipe it on under my eyes and then push it in with my fingers. The other thing that I really love about this concealer is the finish. It's a nice radiant finish, so it leaves your under eyes looking bright and glowy, which is nice if you've got slightly drier skin or dull looking skin. You'll find that you probably don't even need to set it, even though it is radiant. Also, the colour range for this concealer is really nice. There's a range of warm undertones, warm golden tones for Asian skin tones. Some of the popular shades are custard, if you want a really brightening look, ginger obviously, and biscuit and caramel, which are also quite popular based on your skin tone, but they do have really nice goldeny undertones, which is perfect for Asian skin tone. So that is it for my top 5 concealers for Asian skin tones. All of the ones that I've talked about in this video come in a range of tones that, even though they're premium, they are quite affordable. Again, I'll put the prices down for you below. If you did want a video on drugstore concealers, so you know, Boots and Superdrug brands, then let me know in the comment section and I will try to film that for you next. I hope you found this video informative and helpful and inspiring to go buy some new concealers, because you can never have too many. And yeah, if you did, then give it a massive like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, which you should have by now, and leave me a little comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. I don't like this. Ugh. It's a good one.